What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back today at Dealer Auto Auction here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. So let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Let's start with a thumbnail and jump into a 2022 Dodge Challenger RT. It's got one splitter guard and not the other one. So yeah, take those off, I think. This is a rental car, which means it's been rode hard, put away wet, guys. That's most likely what that means. You're talking about a V8 Mopar product? Yeah, I guarantee you people have rented this car, gone and done burnouts and probably track time, and they've had a blast with it. Looks like it's got good tires though. The paint looks nice. It's got the sunroof, nice tinted windows. Wheels are still in good shape. The body looks really good too. I'm not seeing any hail damage, which is what I'm looking for a lot today. It's been through a lot of automatic car washes. You can't see it, I'm sure, but there are a lot of car wash scrapes. This glass, I think, has marred. It is. Yeah, you might be able to polish some of that out, but somebody got in there with a... Oh, wow. They tinted the outside of the window. Are you serious? They did. They tinted... They tinted the outside of... They did. This window tints on the outside. Oh, my God. I've never seen that before. I've never seen this before, guys. Can you see the sharp line, the edge? This is window tint. Somebody tinted the outside. Did they do it here too? No, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but all right. Let's take a look at the interior. Of course, heavily bolstered, Alcantara. Very nice. It doesn't smell bad. And that's a pretty big plus. How many keys do we get? Uh-oh. Oh, right here. Looks like we get one key. Dang, that sucks. Come on, guys, you could do better than that. It smells really good in here. The instrument cluster's got some stuff splattered all over it. I don't think I want to know what that is. I can't believe they tinted the outside. I can't get over that. I cannot get over that. That exhaust doesn't sound stock either. Police hotline for impounds. Like our cars, buy our cars. Well, I just might, you know. I might. It's got a low tire. Oh, man. Obviously, we can't drive it with a tire. It's got 11 PSI in it. Let's get out. Let's take a quick peek. Let's just visually check this driver's side rear tire. Because if it's... Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, that sucks. But, yeah, that tire is way too low to be trying to take out on the test track. You know what I think happened? I think somebody rented this car and they kept it. That's what I think. That's what I think. It sure sounds good. I mean, it's got no miles on it, guys. None. But I think... Wait, this side... Yeah, this side's tinted too. It sure... It tinted both sides. Wow. Yeah, I think somebody rented this car and they knew that they were going to lose it eventually. So they just probably went to Walmart or something, bought that real quick, cheap and easy window tint, and they just threw some tint on it, chopped off the mufflers maybe, and probably took it on a joyride until, well, until the rental car company found it and got it back. Now, that's a shame. We're going to have to walk away from this one. I was really interested in this. It's not often that I see these from the rental car companies with V8s. And right next to it, they have a Charger that's an RT as well with 21,000 miles. It's interesting. They both have about the same mileage. I already looked at one of these yesterday, so I'm not going to bother with this one today. This has got the houndstooth cloth interior, which is nice. I mean, I like it. I prefer leather in something like this. I'm a mixed bag, all right? Sometimes in certain cars I prefer leather, in other vehicles I prefer cloth. And for me, in something like this, I'd prefer leather. I'm not really interested in this one, but, and I know I'm trying, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying to avoid trucks. You haven't noticed? That's because I haven't tried very hard. But over here is a 21 Tundra. I've been talking about this for a long time, and we have come to the point where the Ram is about to be gone. It's about to happen. I'm about to let go of the Ram. Oh, don't tell me this is dead. I'm not having any luck today. I wanted to test drive this because I am really, really considering getting a Tundra instead of another Mopar product. Yeah, it's dead. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I sure did want to test drive a Tundra out here. Well, maybe they've got another one. I think I'm over my Ford kick, guys. I do. Let's see what else they got out here. They've got a Ram, we got Cummins. There's plenty of cars out here today. There's actually quite a few cars out here. I think I'm over the Ford thing. You know, I'm having a hard time finding a truck that has a decent price, that's reliable long-term, without too many headaches, man. And the more I've been looking into the Fords, the more I realize they got just as many, if not more, problems than the Chevys. Between the variable valve timing, you've got your cam phasers, timing chains, and it doesn't matter. A 3.5 liter, yeah, just as bad as 5.0, man. And it reminds me of the old days where you had the 5.4, the Tritons. Those things had tons of problems too, man, from blowing spark plugs, timing chain problems, cam phaser problems, spark plugs breaking off in the cylinder heads. It's like, does anybody make just a good, solid, reliable truck? You know, long term. I'm not talking about 50, 60,000 miles. I'm talking 100, 150,000 miles without having to do major mechanical repairs internally to the engine. Does anybody make those anymore? Or have all manufacturers just kind of went to hell in a handbasket? I don't know. Let me continue looking, guys. Let's see if we can find something else. Well, I'm not finding very much over here, guys, but I've been thinking about all these trucks that have all these different issues, and it's got me thinking maybe I need to just go back to Ram and stick with those. You know, there were certain years that the Ram had their own problems. They had ticking. They were kind of known for dropping rocker arms, occasionally dropping valves. So they had their problems as well, but it's not something that I hear of anymore. I haven't heard anything about modern Ram trucks having catastrophic failures with the engine or the transmission. So I'm going to do a little more research, but I think I might end up just going back with a Ram. I kind of hate to, because like I said, I've never had a problem. That's the other thing. I've never had a problem out of any of my Rams. As much trash as people talk, I put 60,000 miles in 1 year on my first Ram. My Ram 2500 Cummins, 60,000 miles in a year. I drove the living heck out of that thing, never had a single issue. Took it in for regular maintenance, and that's all it needed. It was fine, it was great. I've had so many Ram products, and as much trash as people talk on the whole Fiat Chrysler thing, well, I'm here to tell you, man, I've had a lot of them, and they have been nothing but good vehicles to me that just needed nothing but to take them in, get the oil change, just take care of the maintenance aspects of it. So maybe that's their direction I'll go. I'll tell you what, as far as it goes here, I'm not really seeing, these are all like smashed up, these are wrecked. I don't think we're interested in any of those. We could see those at the other auctions that we go to. Why don't we continue on to the repo side of things and see what is on the repo side. Why? Hail damage. Boy, this will go for a discount. It'll still go for money though. I need that tailgate. Can I get this tailgate? Let me just can I just peek? I just want to peek at it. Yeah, dang, this is like new. Okay, all right, we're good. I'm good. I got my fix in. Okay, we're gonna try to do no more Fords in these videos. Let's get over to the repo side. So here's some good news. My repo row is empty. This time we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back there, and 5. That's good, I think. I hope that's good. Only 5 of them from the key this week, unless this one is from the key too. We'll see real quick. This one might make 6. No, this is not from, well, this is a repo, but it's a different one. So this is not from the key. So very nice. Very nice. Let's come down here and let's see what we got over here. There are going to be a lot of repos. That's just the way it is lately. Almost everything here is repos and very few are dealer trades. There's a few, but here's another thing. I want you to just look around this auction. It's empty. I mean, I don't want to say it's empty. They probably got, I don't know, they probably got 800 or more cars out here. So it's not empty, but most of the cars, they go way back and none of them are for sale. Like all the stuff way out there and all the way back by the fence. I don't know what they're doing with those, but those aren't for sale. The ones that are coming up for sale, they're right here. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's nothing here. A Tundra. A Tundra. I'm gonna have to do this to you guys. You're gonna hate me for it, but it's a 2019 Tundra, and I'm considering. I don't want to say I'm sold on it yet. This is a no. Oh, wow. 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 This might be the only Tundra I get to test drive. Let me tell you something, guys. When your truck is this dirty, this doesn't do anything, man. And this is the extra large size. That does nothing. That does nothing. Look at this. This is disgusting. It looks like somebody was spitting their dip all over the truck. Absolutely gross. Wow. Wow. That I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. It's a 2019. It's got 110,000 miles on the odometer. This is rough. This is rough. Oh, wow. Yep, they had children. Boy, nobody made any attempt to clean this thing up, did they? None. They just said, send it to auction. I would too. Yeah, I mean, being completely honest with you, if I was the finance company that got this back, I'd say just let it go. This thing is rough. Let's see what it looks like back here. Oh, we got some beer cans, an oil filter. You know, there's some trash back there. Oh, it's banged up too, isn't it? That's smashed. It's got dings all over it. Not hail. It just looks like things have been thrown into this truck over a long period of time. It's scraped up across the bottom. The tires, well, they don't match. None of the tires match. You got like all terrains right here. You got street tires back there. But it's got PPF. So there's that. The front's crunched down here. Yeah, I don't think so, guys. I don't know. You know, I could get it for a steal of a deal. Maybe. I don't even want to sit. I don't want to touch anything in here. This is so disgusting. Comes with a built-in trailer brake, tow haul mode, little infotainment center. This is the thing this is the thing I just don't like about Toyotas. The older ones, if you get something new, which you've seen the prices of these trucks new, they're insane how expensive these trucks are. Especially since we're in a market now where nobody's buying trucks. Trucks aren't selling. People are not buying trucks right now. Everybody's buying SUVs and economy cars. That's what everybody's buying today. You're buying SUVs that have 4-cylinder turbos that are getting 35, 38 miles a gallon, and cars that are getting into the 40s. You know, that's what people are buying. Nobody's buying trucks. But this is a 2019, and I know it's a little bit older, but it's not that old, right? It's, what, 4 years old? 4 years old, and look at this old technology. You know, it doesn't excite you. It doesn't make you want to get in the truck and drive. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like a 2014 F-150, which there's nothing wrong with them. Obviously, you guys know that I like the F-150, but I mean, this is a 2019. It's a 2019. Come on. You got to do better than that. Whoa. No, you don't. Wind's trying to blow the dadgum door shut on me. All right, let's take a look at the gauges. What do we got? We do have gas. We have TPMS light on, obviously. We have a check engine light on. I saw that coming. 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive. I don't, you know, if you're just looking for a work truck, this could do. It needs some cleaning, like a ton of cleaning, but you could make this work. And I'll bet Brian can make this thing look brand new. Both windows work. Maintenance required. It's probably overdue for an oil change. Let's see, the last sticker we've got is 12 of 22 at 90,000 miles, and it's got 110. So, yes, it's probably due for an oil change. Oh, wow. Definitely got a decent little backup camera there. It goes into gear. Everything is so sticky. It's really pretty bad. Let's kick it in 4x4 and see if it comes to life. And yes, it did. 4x4 works. And back to 2-wheel drive. Perfect. Okay, well, let's take a look under the hood, shall we? I don't know. Like, for just a work truck, if you could get this thing really cheap, like you'd have to get an insane bargain on this, which is unlikely at the dealer's auction. People are desperate for cars right now, man. Dealers really are. They're desperate for vehicles, and there's kind of slim pickings, and that's probably why they're desperate. You got a lot of used car dealerships that are used to buying the new car trades, right? You trade your car into a new car dealership, and then they typically will take your trade and they send it off to auction. And then this is where the used car dealerships come to get all of their inventory. Well, the problem is you don't have people trading in their cars because people are not buying new cars. They're not spending their money. And if they're not spending their money buying new cars, then there aren't any used cars coming to auction. Without the used cars coming to auction, used car dealers are out of business. They can't function. So it's a rough time. You can tell that it's a rough time from how empty this place is. All right, sounds good. So yeah, there's that. I guess we'll take this one for a ride. It's against my better judgment, but maybe I could get this for really cheap. But again, I don't think so. I don't think I'll be getting this really cheap because there's a lot of competition, a lot of competition out there. I'm tongue twisted for used cars right now, and that makes the prices higher for everybody. All right, I'm doing this for you guys because this is truly disgusting. If I wasn't interested in this, there's no way I'd even consider driving this. It's so nasty. It smells so bad. My hands are all sticky just from touching things in here. My hands are sticky. I'm not enjoying this one bit, but I have never driven a Tundra before, and I've been very seriously considering getting a Tundra instead of any of the other trucks that I've been looking at. So this is a great opportunity for me to, number one, find out if I even like the way these things run and drive. I've never driven one, so I don't know. So this is a great opportunity to find out, you know, if this is something I like, if I like the power, the way it feels, the way it handles. That's important. And then, secondly, if I do like it, well, I need to know if there's going to be some problems with this thing, because if it's got any issues, then I'm going to have to take that into consideration if I decide to put a bid on it. And so far, it actually rides really well. It's ugly. It's definitely not very pretty. This one needs a lot, but I'm hoping that means we could possibly get a decent deal. It's a big truck. It handles like a big truck. It feels like a big truck. I like it. I do. All right, so you know the routine. We'll kind of ease into it, but we're going to give it some beans. It shifts fine. Shifts great. Brakes. It had no issue getting up to 60 miles an hour. None. Some of the vehicles you get in, they could barely get to 60, guys. Like, barely make it to 60. We're not going to clear it, are we? Are we? Yes, we are. I did it again. That was close, though. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Can I make it? I made it. I made it. All right, let's back it up a little bit. And I'm going to give it a little more juice this time. I'm going to put you guys down here where you can see the can we just clear that out? There we go. Where you can see the gauge cluster. It's running perfect. This time I just want to make sure there's no clunking when I hit the accelerator and nothing crazy, no funny sounds. Yeah, nothing at all. Rear diff feels good. And the brakes are phenomenal. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. If they're not going to detail this one, and I don't think they will, because it would have been detailed by now. They would have had this thing cleaned by now if it was going to get detailed. So it's probably going to run through the auction looking exactly like this. Now, I don't know how much this thing is supposed to be worth. I'm going to have to look it up on my black book before I could even consider putting a bid on it. I've been looking at a lot of different vehicles, including an Escalade. I was looking at an Escalade the other day, a Charger RT that I was looking at. And I think I'm going to not bid on those. Also, I was looking at a Chevy Silverado. It had a clunk from the rear differential. The Escalade had a clunk from the front. So I know that this is rough, but mechanically, I think this one is fine. I do. I think this one is good to go. It's just filthy. It's disgusting. And because of that, I'm hoping it's going to go relatively cheap, because nobody's going to want to clean this. Nobody. But I already know if I carry this down to Brian at the auto spa, man, he'll take care of this. He'll take care of this, and he'll make this thing look brand double new. Again, I don't even know if this is where I was supposed to park. Crap. Yeah, I don't remember. I think we're in the general vicinity, though, so we should be good. All right, well, let's hop out. I'm going to, well, I didn't park that very well, did I? That's all right. That's all right. I'm going to take a quick photo of this stock number real quick so that I can, there we go. So I can follow along on the auction. Oh, this is, what is going on here? This whole thing is like, that's not even hardly attached. Okay, well, it's rough. These can't be the right wheels here. Look how far these wheels stick out, guys. This isn't right. And you know me, I'd go back with factory. Take a look at those. Look how far that wheel's sticking out. That's crazy. It's bang. It's rough, but that's okay. That's okay. I'd be willing to take a chance on it if I could get it for a decent price. Let's continue on and see what else we got. A Cadillac, not really interested in it. This thing's got some ridiculously huge exhaust. It's a repo. Oh, wait, we've seen this one, haven't we? Have we seen this one? I don't remember. Let's fire this up. Oh goodness, it's a V6. Get out of here. It's a V6. Somebody put some exhaust on it. I'm sorry, man. Exhaust ain't gonna help you, little V6. It's not. Again, you can just see how empty it is. Like, I gotta walk a considerable distance just to get from one car to another. We'll come down here, we'll take a look. I see a Cadillac over here. It looks pretty nice. I don't remember if we looked at this one last week or not. We did look at a CTS V last week that I didn't realize was a V until I walked around the back, and apparently it's over 400 horse. Oh, this is it. This is it. It's over 400 horsepower. And thank you to all of you that commented and told me what it was, because I literally walked all around it and didn't realize what I was even looking at until I saw the V badge on the back. This one's really rough, guys. Like, it's FUBAR. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to it, so I'm going to pass on that. Next, the Audi. I had so many of you tell me that you were upset with me for not showing you the Audi. So I decided we're going to come back to this one today, and I'm going to show it to you, okay? 2015 Audi A5, 94,000 miles, two-door, you got the sunroof. I didn't show this. I mean, I didn't really get into it or test drive it because I didn't really think anybody would be all that interested. It's just a 2.0. It is a Quattro. It's just a little turbo 2-liter. So personally, I didn't find it all that interesting, but several of you got upset. Why didn't you show the Audi? I did show it. I just didn't get into it too much because I didn't find it all that interesting. But if you guys like it, well, this just shows you. I do read the comments. I don't respond to all of them. There's no way I couldn't possibly respond to all of them. But I do read the comments, and I saw all of you that got upset with me for not showing the Audi. So here we are. Hopefully this makes everybody happy. Let's turn all that down. Auto. Why are we beeping? Because the door is open. Let's turn off the windshield wipers. Okay. Can we turn that radio off? I don't even know how to work this stupid thing. There we go. Radio off. AC is ice cold. Important window works. The beeping driving me insane. I just don't know about Audis, guys. I have one at home that I actually really, really like. I've got an older one, a 2008 Audi S4. Sorry, Audi S4 Quattro. 6-speed manual transmission, 4.2-liter V8 all-wheel drive convertible or cabriolet. Isn't this thing missing an engine cover? Sounds like a diesel sewing machine is what it sounds like. That's just direct injection. It's supposed to sound like this. We'll take it for a spin, assuming it's got some gas in it. Of course it doesn't. It's got enough gas to go on a little test drive. You know, Audis do scare me, but I'll be honest with you, my S4, I've had no problems with it, and I've driven it hard. Like, I've taken it out, I put miles on it, I've really driven that car, man, and it just eats miles and gets pretty good fuel economy considering it's a V8 and all-wheel drive. I love that S4. Did I call it the S4? But I've had the hardest time selling it. I think the best it's brought at auction is like $2,200. And I'm here to tell you there's no way, absolutely no way I would ever let that S4 go for 2,000 bucks. It's not $2,000, $2,500, never gonna happen. All right, I'm parked next to a red Honda. We'll try to remember that. Let's take it for a ride. It is out of gas, but it says that it's got 10 miles of range. Well, we're not going 10 miles. We're going literally around the corner and coming back around the corner again. So I think it can handle that. And you guys wanted it, so you guys get it. Here we go. I'm going to start off like I always do. We're going to take it over the bumps. The bumps tell me what the suspension is like. I almost wonder if that's why they put those bumps there as a way to help gauge problems in the suspension, because they really don't need those bumps over here. Unless it's to try to slow people down, but it definitely doesn't work for that. So I don't think the bumps are there to slow people down. You got to be real careful. Just watch for traffic. Here's the first set. Oh, handled it like a dream. Yeah, nice and smooth, like an Audi should be. Very smooth, very nice. All right, some more bumps. Oh, I love that Z car. We've seen that Z car before. I didn't know it was still here. It must have just come out of the body shop or mechanics or something. So that's another thing about this auction that is really, really cool, guys. So let's say you've got a car. Can we turn this air conditioning? How do I turn this down? Lord have mercy. I don't know. There we go. Let's say you've got a vehicle that you want to sell, but it's got a mechanical problem and you don't feel like messing with it. You don't have the time to mess with it. You bring it here, they'll take care of it for you. Like, they've got mechanics on staff right now ready to go that will, whatever it is, whatever mechanical work you need done, they can take care of it and they'll do it cheaper than most other people will. Also, let's say you've got some body work, paint work, detail work, like whatever. They have everybody on staff here ready to go if you need some work done, whether it's a detail job, whether it's PDR work, whatever. They've got people here that can handle it. Here we go. So that's another huge benefit to dealer auto auction is the fact that if you don't have time for stuff, man, you bring your cars here, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this. They'll knock it out for you. They'll charge you a reasonable price, and then they can run it through the auction, and you're good to go. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. There aren't a whole lot of places that are as well equipped as this place is. It's not sponsored or anything. Like, I don't get anything for saying that. It's just, I found it interesting as a dealer myself. It's like, you know, I find several cars that I just don't have time to deal with anymore, and if I want to send them here and let them deal with it, they can. Let's put you guys here on the gauges, and it starts out slow, but it gets it. We made it to 60. Barely, but we made it to 60. Now, it did fine. It did fine. For a little 2-liter turbo. The turbo lag is just more than I can hardly stand, though, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of turbos because of how long it takes. And I know there's plenty of exceptions. There's twin scroll turbos. There's plenty of exceptions where there's almost zero lag, but 90% of the cars that I test drive out here have turbochargers, and 90% of them, when you hit the throttle, you've got to wait 1.5 to 2 seconds before you finally build up boost and the things launch. And I hate that. I hate that. I've been driving my my Chevy Impala again, my 2016 Impala. I've been driving it quite often, and it is so nice. It's only 300 horsepower from a 3.6 liter V6, but that 300 horsepower is ready on demand. Like, it's available as soon as you want. If I want 300 horses, I hit the throttle and it goes. Same thing with my Raptor. All right, Raptor's a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8, and I love it because it's over 400 horsepower, and when I hit the gas on that, it goes. It doesn't ask any questions, it doesn't wait, it doesn't dilly-dally around. I hit the throttle on the Raptor and it goes. May not be the fastest car in the world or truck, but they do what I ask them to do. Go. And that's something I appreciate. The more I have to deal with these turbocharged cars with lag, the more I appreciate just a good old naturally aspirated engine. Oh yeah, I was parked right next to this, wasn't I? There we go. We'll put it right back where we got it. And now, you guys have gotten to experience the insane power of the Audi A5. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. I sure enjoy coming out here and checking out all the different cars, so I want to give a big shout out, thank you to Dealer Auto Auction for letting me come out here and look at some of these cars. Now, I'm not just out here randomly driving cars that I'm not interested in. Occasionally, I do for you guys, but for the most part, if I'm test driving something, it's because I am interested in it, and I'm going to be watching it when it comes up for auction. Now, we don't get to buy a lot of cars from here because I have a threshold that for each car, like, I'm willing to spend X amount of dollars on each car, and if it goes over that, I just can't do it. I'm not going to do it because it doesn't make any sense for me. But I just want to assure you guys that, like, I'm not out here just randomly testing out cars. The Audi, that's an exception. I'm not interested in the Audi, but so many of you wanted to see it. Here it is. If you're that interested in it, why don't you bid on it? It's right here coming up for sale. It could be yours. All you got to do is place a bid. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, drop the comments below, and consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.